Damn. Well, Lila graduated from college. Oh my God. I gotta send you these pictures because why boss in there looking like he the security or the bodyguard? Yeah, I'm gonna send you these pictures. I'm gonna send it to you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you gonna crack up. Oh, it's beautiful though to see it. Like this kid is it's beautiful.
Take that, ooh-wee, one shot movie, that's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the...
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly, with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hurts completing this one quickly. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Cowboys at 2-8 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Elliott. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of one there. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Baker with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a... That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Hurts. Claypool with another catch. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chase Claypool, 36 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
Eagles 21, Cowboys Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's the option play now to the left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
18, 5 years.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Hurts. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown! Chase Claypool on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the option left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, a chip shot. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Inside give to Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and created a big run. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here we go.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Ah, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Dak going to hand it to Elliott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.